Hi. So I'm getting ready to go out to dinner with my husband, and I wanted to feel extra pretty tonight. It's been a long time coming. Haven't felt really pretty for quite a while. And putting on my favorite colors, that's my favorite aqua blouse, has made me feel really good. I've been using some new hair products. Of course, I have my hair pulled back right now. But I'm using new hair products, which has given it a lot more volume. I've started taking a big barreled curling iron to it in a few places. And then when I clip it up like this while I get my makeup on, it tends to add a little bit of volume, especially if I hit it with some hairspray. I'm using almost all non-toxic products, as many as I can find with the best ratings on the app called eyeko. I've been sharing quite a bit of that lately. And I'm just trying this new way of filming. I wanted a really peaceful evening for myself, getting ready on an afternoon, late afternoon to go out to dinner. And so you'll notice the first step I did was to take just a little bit of concealer, the smallest one dab on my ring finger, and warm it up. That's enough, really, because I use it under my eyes and above my lid to brow. That's enough because if I use too much, as anyone over 50 knows, more than likely, it will end up looking very crepey. For me, crepey more than wrinkled. I tend to have puffiness more than wrinkles. Warming it and letting the heat of my fingers kind of let it melt into place works the best. Then I've used the Soft Glam makeup. I've been leaning towards that instead of my favorite Estee Lauder Double Wear because it's just a quick, easy application as the weather gets warmer. Very inexpensive, and it gives pretty doggone good coverage. Right now I'm putting on the littlest bit of Laura Mercier loose powder, just a tad. And then I'm going to reach for my not so sure how high rating it would be as far as non-toxic goes. Look at my smile. You can tell I love these blushes. They're just the right shades for me. I love coral. My season is a spring. As you can tell, I love spring colors. I love to wear them. And look behind me. That's a painting of daisies that I asked my daughter to do several years ago. And I love it. I love the bright colors. And then the kids sent me those daisies behind me. And then in another video, you see some mini carnations that were sent. And these were for Mother's Day. It was absolutely thrilling. So there I am. I'm taking a wedge sponge, good old-fashioned wedge sponge, and just giving it a little buff here and there. That's the new eyebrow product that I'm using. And I'm really liking it. It has a little better coverage than the one I had in the past. I used e.l.f. And I've switched. I can't think of the brand name right now. If you can hear the birds and the cicadas in the background, I'm outdoors recording as I watch this video. So that eyebrow product, it may be, I don't know, slightly too dark as far as it looks in this video. But when it's all said and done, my glasses are on, my hair's done, the mascara and liner, it really looks as good as I can expect. I could take, a real fine line pencil and really work at it, make my brows look fuller, but I just really don't take that much time quite yet. Now you'll see I'm actually using a very light, bright white pearlescent eyeshadow. It's not super pearlescent, but it does have some sheen, hitting that under my brow, and later you'll notice I take it to the very center of my eyelids. I'm using kind of a rose, maybe it's like a rosy gold on my lid. I always like sheen on my eyelids. And then I put a medium shade of brown from that palette in the crease. That palette's super easy to blend with. It's ColourPop. It's something like Go Coconuts. Yeah, which is kind of a funny name. So, one thing I'll share is that my little coral sweater lightweight little sweater. I've got it tied up in a knot, which makes it look a little less old ladyish. Around the waist I have it tied up. And then that item, and also that pretty turquoise and brown necklace that I have on, I got both of those at a thrift shop for a little bit of nothing. And that other top, the turquoise, I've had that for a long time, but it's sleeveless. And I don't know about you, but I really don't like to show my upper arms anymore. So, as I watch the video and I think of how I felt that night, I just felt extra pretty as I got ready. And I can tell by the way I'm even holding myself. The way I'm holding my lips, the way I'm pursing my lips, the way I'm looking at myself as I get ready. I was feeling really good. And it's the little extra effort that made me feel that way. So, oh, did you see what I just did? I had put on a really dark brown eyeshadow on my fingers and put it on the outer third of my eyelids. And then when I went in to blend a medium shade in my crease, I forgot. When I reached up to blend it after I put it on with an eyeshadow brush, I got a great big lump of brown eyeshadow, dark brown eyeshadow up there, too high. But you know what? It doesn't really make that much of a difference. They're so easy to just reach in and kind of blend off. So I just laughed and kept going. I filmed a video last week and posted it last Saturday night that I was putting on black eyeliner, and I messed it up so much that I had to edit out a lot of it in the video because it's a new pencil for me. It's by eyeko, eyeko, and I really like it. It's long wearing, goes on easy, but it went on a little too easy that night, and I just kept having to blend and blend and blend and blend. So yeah, even with all my years of experience and hundreds of faces of makeup that I've done, I make the biggest goofs sometimes still. So let's see, what am I doing here now? Oh, that's the lip pencil. So I'm going to wear, one of my favorite shades is kind of a coral red. And so I found these two really pretty lipsticks and a lip pencil I already had. It's in a bit of a deep rust. But what I like about it is it glides on nicely and doesn't feather. I find a lot of lip pencils, I don't know if you've noticed this, but they're either really too greasy, slippery, and they don't stay in place, or they barely show up. I like a lip pencil to show up. If I'm going to bother to line my lips, I want it to give some definition, and then I make sure to blend my lipsticks into them. So I'm going to use two lip colors. One is a bright coral red and the other one's a soft peach. And I'll give you a little tip. I had forgotten to bring my lip brush, but years ago I had this beautiful gold retractable lip brush, and it had a cap. You put it on the other end and the lip brush pops out. And if you'll take a lip brush into the lipstick, especially, well, two tips. One is if you'll take it and you'll work it into your lipstick and then work it into another color and blend two colors together, not only will you get a beautiful shade that's unique, but it's going to stay on longer. Oh, real quick, did you see how I put the tissue around my finger and then kind of put my lips around it? When you do that real quick, when you smile, that'll keep your brighter lipsticks from getting on your teeth. Another lipstick tip. Back to the brush, if you have a lip brush. The bottom part of your lipstick tube, the part where you normally just can't reach, that lip brush can reach in there, and there's like another third of a tube. So if you want to save some money, you can get all of that out. That was Otis. That's my little Otis. And by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to tag on a little walk I took with Otis. And it's very short. It's just maybe 15 seconds, but I want to show you something really pretty and peaceful. So what I'm doing now when I line my eyes, I've started not doing the waterline. Somebody reminded me that, it's not that healthy. So I'm just doing right at the base of my lashes. And let me tell you what, it doesn't make that big of a difference visually, because if you put it right in the base of your lashes are going to look thick, and they're also going to kind of hide any errors that you made with the eye pencil itself. It'll all just kind of blend together. There, I'm giving you a little peek. As you can see, oh yeah, this mascara is really nice. It's waterproof and non-toxic, and I love that brush. It doesn't give like enormous amounts of volume or make them all that amazing, but it does a sufficient job. It's really good price, and it is not toxic. Same with my lipsticks. There's no way I'm going to wear a toxic lipstick ever again. I can't believe all the years that I've done that. It's kind of a shame. So, as I'm finishing up here, the name of the video referring to feeling pretty. It really makes a difference in how you walk, how you talk, how you move, how you think, how others respond to you. It's more about what you feel and a little effort than it is what the true outcome is. And I think you'll notice here in a second when I take my hair down and I fluff it up and I grin at the camera. I'm surprised at myself being able to pull off looking that good at this age, at 64, and really feeling that good. It's been a rough few years that I've had. There's the hairspray, and it looks horrible before it looks nice. Pull it up and spray, pull it up and spray. But then when I just work it in, and it'll hold it in very nicely. So there, you can tell I'm pleased. Wanna go for a walk? Yeah. Hope you like it too.
Wanna go on for a walk?
Yep, there it is. So stay tuned. Watch little Otis and get a blessing.
Beautiful. So beautiful.